So I really want to get through this BR program, get these rewind packs, grab players that I never got before. One of the big ones that I want to grab are these flawless rewind packs where you can choose 2 players per pack. Get some cards that I don't have, like 99 Honus Wagner. Still going for over 600,000 stubs. He was a milli before this program dropped, but there's a lot of cards that we're able to get that I just didn't have before. There's a ton of repeatable missions, so the best way to get this done is just by playing some BR. And today, I'm going to start by drafting the fastest players in every round, except if I can, I'm going to avoid NL and AL West players as I try to get this final chapter of Team Affinity done. So let's say we load up. Let's just do the first round already. Let's just say the fastest player would be Taylor Ward, an AL West card, or Tanner Scott, an NL West card. I might just choose the second fastest player in the round, except Buck O'Neil is a free agent. So what do I do for this? Would I choose the third fastest player then? I mean, I guess. Like, eventually I'm going to do an all-speed team build, everything like that. But I'm trying to make Team Affinity progress, so I don't want to draft cards. Literally, that's what I was just saying. I don't want to draft cards that aren't going to be making progress. So I guess Luis Garcia Jr. Third fastest card in the round is who we're choosing, but he's the fastest card with an asterisk. The fastest cards that will give me progress. So 97 speed. That's the dude. That's the NL West. Man, the game wants me to choose West players. So it's either gonna be Spencer Torkelson or Eddie Rosario. And Eddie Rosario right here, I'll take that. NL East. Left field 63 speed. Trent Grisham 85. Another NL West. Man. The West divisions just have some fast players or something. Now, Seth Brown and Patrick Wisdom are tied. He's AL West, so we're going Patrick Wisdom right here. I kind of like, though, doing, like, themed drafts. You know, it's fun trying to get the best possible team, draft the cards that I would want. But it's also fun, like, choosing it based on something. And Kevin Biggio's got 71 speed. I mean, if we were to check all of the pitchers right, 21, 32. I don't think there's really too often going to be a pitcher that's faster than any of the position players. But hey, Kevin Biggio right here, we'll take him. He's not a West player. 93 speed. Jonathan Clase, he's not a West player. We're avoiding the West today. Central Coast, Best Coast. Polanco, 86 speed. Yeah, give me a Jorge Polanco card, man. I love me some Jorge Polanco cards. 63 speed. Wait, is Jorge Soler really the fastest? Okay. Wait, I love Jorge Soler cards. This card's been great for me, man. I think it's really only BR that I've used him in, but he's been great. That's awesome. We almost have our lineup done. I'm guessing Luke Voigt's not going to be the fastest here. 26 speed, 26 speed, 45 speed, but this is a West player, so it's either Chad Kuhl or Max Stassi. And we can just choose the pitcher because he's got some velo, right? We'll choose a bronze pitcher there, try to get a faster catcher. Maybe somebody like JT Realmuto. He's one of the faster catchers in the game. Oh, look! Wait, what are the odds we actually got JT Realmuto here? We were just talking about catchers. That is kind of crazy, though, because he's actually who I was thinking of. And we got a 77 speed catcher. That's beautiful. Love to see that. 71 speed, but we don't want a West player. Matt Olson, 37, 25, 35. So Matt Olson going to be the fastest in this round. That's West. Everybody else is non-West. 38 speed, 37 speed, 60. I guess it says on the cards for, yeah, no, these aren't, this guy's a pitcher, my bad. 66 speed, Brooks Lee, though, right here. We'll take that. I'm thinking maybe we'll play a Polo Grounds. I don't know. I think that could be fun. Josh Harrison, 76 speed. We'll grab him right there. That's my final gold round. 87 speed. Beautiful. Love to see it. 61 speed. I'm taking... Oh, wait. I didn't even pay attention if I was drafting... Hopefully, I didn't accidentally grab a West player. If I did, I didn't mean to. I don't think I did. Now we're pretty... Wait, no, my bench is full. So, yeah, literally only pitchers here. So, 41, 30. I was thinking maybe for pitchers we could do highest velo. Because, like, pitchers aren't really going to be running. That could be kind of fun to just do highest velo. Let's do highest velo. Since they're really not going to be running anywhere, let's do highest velo. I think that's going to be good. So, 93 velo right there. 79 right here. Still want to try to make sure I'm not grabbing West players or free agents. Oh, and we got 299 velos. So which one do I like the pitch selection more? I'd say Garrett Cleavinger. We also do need some lefties too. So that's really not a bad pick. 22 velocity is crazy. Another 99 velocity guy right there. Love to see that. 95, but that's a West division. So 86, that's a West division. There's literally one non-West player. Okay. Man, maybe I should have finished Team Affinity before I tried to do some type of challenge draft. That's West. We got 285s. Do I want Matt Foster or Jameson? We'll go Matt Foster. 106 hits per 9 for his silver is really not too bad. West. Oh, dude, 99 velo from the East. Love to see that. Slowly but surely coming to the end. Marquez, 99 velo, but and that's a free agent right there. So 74, we'll grab Tyson Miller. Got one lefty in the bullpen right now. 99 velocity, Phillies, NL East. And I think we're just onto the rotation now. Yeah, we need 3 relievers. Drew Rasmussen, another East card. I'm real interested to see. I mean, by the time I finish the BR program, I would be real surprised if I don't have all the Team Affinity divisions done. And our final card of the draft, 98 velo for Reese Olson. So we got a lot of speed guys. We missed out on some because they're from the West. But I'm going to go ahead and move this lineup around a little bit. Find out where I want to put everybody. And I guess we'll go ahead and maybe have a 10-0 run with this team. Trying to be 1-0. We're the away team, so we're hitting first. Facing Justin Verlander. And it's crazy because I used to really only play BR. Oh, no. Oh, that's tough, man. That's not the start we wanted. 2-0. I got a pitch to hit a little perfect swing. And they had him play perfectly. But it's crazy because I used to really only play BR. And especially the last few years, I've just barely played BR. Like, I used to always be trying to do flawless runs. And then whenever they dropped the flawless programs, like whenever that kind of started being a thing, I would get the program done. And this year I didn't even do the programs. Like the last 2 or 3 I didn't even finish, I don't think. But once they started doing those BR programs and you could get the flawless reward from that, I would play and get the program done. Oh my god, that's destroyed. And then I would stop playing BR. Like when I'm doing the program too, I don't even try to go flawless. Like I'll use the program cards and then forfeit the BR run and just draft the new ones. And like I would only be going for those parallel XP, the certain missions and everything. And it's just weird because I used to love trying to go flawless. Like it was so fun, so rewarding when you would finally actually do it. You know, I won 20 straight back in MLB 16. I went 12-0 when it used to be like that. And then now it's 10-0. We got our 10-0 run earlier this year. But I really have barely tried to go flawless in the past few years. And that used to be like my favorite thing to do on the game. And
1 ball, no strike.
I don't know, it's just I saw someone, I don't know if it was a YouTube video, they said this on Twitter or what, but I saw someone like in the last few months talking about like the downfall of BR and MLB The Show, something like that. And I'm just wondering if anyone else, oh man, I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of people playing at ballparks like this. Shield Woods, Capital Lang, just custom ballparks, Costco, whatever it may be, just to try to get these repeatable missions done. But I'm wondering if there's anyone out there who maybe used to play more BR, you don't play it as much, or maybe you play to get the programs done and then you kind of stop playing it. And I like, it's hard to say, you know, what I would do or change. I mean, obviously I've talked about this before, like my 3-inning ranked mode, whatever. You guys have heard me talk about that plenty, but like for BR, for events, ranked, programs, for everything, I personally would make every card sellable. Like if you don't want to grind Team Affinity, you just would rather buy the cards, you could do that. If you don't want to do mini seasons, you would rather buy the card, you could do that. If you don't want to do BR or the program, you just want to buy the card, you could do that. Or if you wanted to do Team Affinity but you didn't want to use the cards, you wanted to sell them, you could do that, right? I just wish that was an option if you wanted it to. I'm sure there's reasons why they don't do that. I just think it'd be cool if literally every single card was buyable and sellable. That's the way that I would personally set content up. But I'm sure they have their reasons for not doing that. And I would also probably make max elevation, teeny tiny ballparks not a thing. But I don't know, man. It's just online and offline gameplay are different, you know? It's like, for franchise Road to the Show, I want elevation to matter. For online play, I don't really want elevation to matter. And obviously, all of this stuff that I'm talking about is my own opinion, right? Like, I'm not saying it's the right way to do it. I'm not saying, like, that they need to do this. It's just what I would want to see. But, like, that doesn't mean it's the right way to do things. That's just the way that I would like things to be done, if that makes sense. You know, it's my opinion. And I love that everyone has their own opinion. Just because I'm saying something doesn't mean I think you need to agree with me or think that I'm right. And it doesn't mean that I'm right, right? You get me? You feel me? There was something I was trying to say, though. There was some, like, points or something I was getting at. Oh, yeah, I was wondering, it's like, do any of y'all not play BR as much anymore as you used to, or maybe even certain modes? I don't know, man. Oh, no, I remember what I was saying. Dude. This is why I need to stream more, so I can talk about all this stuff that's on my mind with the game and not just ramble in videos. Oh, that's gonna be a 2-out base hit for Adolis Garcia. If you saw my video where we played the event, maybe yesterday, I don't know exactly what order videos are going up or everything. There was a lot of stuff like that. A lot of the hits that I gave up were pitches that I got my opponent chasing out of the zone. And then now we give up a 2-run home run, 7-2. Only got a 5-run lead now, but I'm regretting throwing that pitch to give up the homer. I wish I would have had him chasing one. You know, I was trying to get it inside like maybe this, because see, my opponent, you know, doesn't have the best eye this game, but I've been giving up a lot of hits since I started playing more online again. And I mean, this happened back in the day too, but I've been giving up a lot of hits on pitches where I get my opponent chasing the ball out of the zone. Besides the home run, really not that bad of a bottom of the first. We still have a 5-run lead. But what I was saying when I was at the plate last time, the point that I was trying to get at that kind of started that whole rant, that whole yapping, that whole rambling, was there's so much in the game nowadays, especially with sets and seasons. Because with sets and seasons, right, like, oh, okay, we're already 1-0 with this team. We'll hold that thought for a second. And that's nice to see. We got a Team Affinity pack, an NL Central pack right there. Got a chase pack from something, too. I guess let me go ahead and open this NL Central pack real quick. We've got 2 bosses so far. Let's choose the Brewer. Shout out to Wisconsin. We'll grab Willie Adames. Wait, I thought this was going to go fast. And I mean, maybe the... Wait, this is a single entry, though. Yo, you're going to have to play actually a ton of BR. I guess this is across, what, 7 weeks? But 15,000 PXP, 60 hits, 15 innings pitched is not that bad. That's going to be probably the quickest one, but 60 hits, 40 extra base hits, 20 strikeouts. Like, some of these are kind of crazy. And I guess I'm trying to be 2-0 with this team. We're the away team hitting first again, but we're facing a 95 starting pitcher. Yo, it's not too often you see people drafting a diamond starter in BR. But hopefully I'll actually finish this thought this time. And like I was saying, a big part of his sets and seasons, right, with like the kind of cards, especially for ranked, resetting every season, you know, the overalls resetting, stuff like that. You get in-season and out-of-season programs, lots of team affinity, stuff like that. And I don't know if I'm trying to say that there's too much to do, because I don't think that can be possible, because you can pick and choose what you want to do. You don't have to do all of it, right? I think it's much better to have more than less. I don't know if you can have too much to do, but maybe it's because I didn't play as much this year compared to other years. I don't know how much like the average player would play, but it felt like you had to play a ton every single week to stay on top of things. And again, you're not like required to do that by any means. You could do whatever you want and everything like that. It's not like you're forced to do everything, right? And for the people that want to do everything, it's there. But there just, to me, felt like there was a ton to do the entire year, and I kept feeling like I was falling behind if I would even miss just a few days or a week. Like, again, don't get me wrong, I think it's amazing to have lots of programs, but with Team Affinity, with Conquest Maps, with all the events, all the BR programs, all the ranked seasons, like, it just felt like there was so much going on, and I kept feeling like I was getting overwhelmed and behind, and part of that was just, the biggest part was me not playing it as much this year compared to other years, not putting nearly as much time and everything like that. But for whatever... Okay, we're 2-0 now with this team. And I guess I got the Mike Schmidt program done. I got an AL East pack. I don't know where I'm at on the AL East division. Let me see two things before we open that pack too. Okay, so AL East, I'm at 47%. Let me see something. So the Mike Schmidt program, we just got that done. It doesn't, why does it, I know that it's complete. I get that, but why does it not say complete, man? Like some of the other ones say complete. I don't know which ones I do or don't have done, but I got 10,000 XP for completing that. Wait, maybe I'm glad that I didn't do the programs. Maybe I'm glad that I saved them, because that's going to be getting me a lot of XP, I guess, for the XP reward path, right? Like I'm already at 156,000. And I'm assuming like that it says 10,000. I'm assuming I actually got 10,000 from it, because yeah, I just got this chase pack after the last game. Wait. If you're watching this video right now, I'm curious, how much XP are you at? Because I feel like I'm flying, especially for not having all the team affinities done. Like there's still more XP to be earned in here. I got 3, 6, 9, 9,000 from this division. At least 9,000 from this one. We're gonna have more from both of those. I want to check now too. Do the collections have XP? I know they used to sometimes. No, it doesn't look like it. Anyways, let me go ahead and open this pack. I guess basically all I'm saying is like there just felt like so much to do this year, and I don't know. I think I think there's more that I want to say about this. I guess we can wait until the next game. I am just kind of rambling a little bit too. I'm definitely going to grab Aaron Judge right here. I want this card. I want to try him, but we're 2-0 right now. Let's see if we could be 3-0 with this team. Already 20% of the way towards a flawless. We are the away team once again. And again, I feel like I'm rambling at this point, right? I'm sorry if this is kind of incoherent, all over the place. Doesn't make sense what I'm trying to say. This is, again, why I feel like I should stream more so I can just get these thoughts out. Or maybe I should make a video dedicated to what I'm talking about. Like, let's say I got like a really good ranked seasons gameplay. I could just like talk over the gameplay, have the gameplay be in the background, maybe something like that. I don't know, but the biggest point I'm trying to make is again, I don't know if I felt like there was too much to do this year, because I just would stop playing for weeks at a time. Really, I would stop grinding. I don't even have most of the season 3 stuff done, right? So I don't necessarily want to say that there's too much to do. I think I would have liked it more if they spaced stuff out a little bit better, right? Instead of dropping, and I get like, even if they drop all this stuff all at one time, like I could do one thing then go to another. But I think, let's say like they dropped a program on a Tuesday and then another program on a Friday. Like let's say they dropped a BR program then on a Friday. And then, like, the following Friday, they dropped a new events. And then the Friday after that was the new ranked seasons. Like, for me, I kind of feel like it would have been, I don't know about easier to stay on top of things, but I think I would have felt less overwhelmed if they dropped stuff, like, more spaced out. And, again, I think part of that is kind of the sets and seasons. Because when a new season starts, we saw this with the start of Season 4. When a new season starts, you need a new team affinity. You need a new ranked season. You need a new events. You need a new BR program. You need new collections. You need a new XP path. Like, you need to drop all this stuff at once. And that's fun at the beginning of the year. But having that happen 4 times in 1 year, I don't know, man. Like, for me, that's not what I was the biggest fan of. And I think a lot of the community, in a way, resonated with that. And I think that's a big reason why we're not seeing sets and seasons return for MLB 25, and why a lot of people didn't seem to really like sets and seasons. And there's a scoreless, a perfect bottom of the first for us after our opponent did the same thing to us in the top of the first. And I feel like I keep saying again too, man. I feel like I repeat myself a lot sometimes in these videos. But this is all my opinion, right? Like, just because I'm saying something doesn't mean I think it's right or I think it's the perfect way to do things. It's just the way that I would like to see things, or that I would like things to be done, right? Again, it's all my own opinion. I'm not saying you have to agree with me or anything like that, or that you should agree with me. This is just what I think. And I hope I start getting some hits and some runs. But for me, I like, when I have a game that I like to play, I like to play the game. For example, I've been grinding on Call of Duty, unlocking the dark matter camouflages for guns, leveling up, prestiging on the game. Does anyone remember the one time MLB The Show had a prestige XP reward path? And from what I remember, everybody loved it, and then they just never did it again. Anyways, I like prestiging in Call of Duty. I always have. But I like camo grinding too. And I like that you can do it by playing the game. online. And for MLB The Show, I think it's cool that they have these programs. Conquest maps are obviously single player, right? And there's events, BR, there's ranked seasons, right? There's a lot of different online modes, even though I say I want another online mode. I just wish you could kind of... And they did this better as the year went on, right? Like, for being able to finish programs by playing online. Like, I could just do the events, I could do BR, I could do ranked seasons, and I could get the team affinity stuff done. If I do certain team builds, I'm sure I could get other programs, postseason programs, season awards, stuff like that done by just doing ranked seasons. Except a lot of the programs, you have to do moments, right? And a lot of the programs, the missions are way easier in single player. And I don't think they should take away single player missions, for example. But I don't know, man. I would really like to see programs and team affinities. And I think this season... so far to start season 4 has done a good job of that. I would like to see like repeatable online missions, and whether it's just innings pitched, you know, like blanket ones, not specific cards and stuff too. Sometimes obviously depends on the program and everything. That's frustrating sometimes, but it happens. But I don't know, man. Like, when I have a game that I like to play the game. And for MLB The Show, if I'm playing Diamond Dynasty, for me, and again, my own opinion, I get a lot of people love single-player stuff, mini-seasons, conquest. They don't want to play online. I'm somebody who wants to play online when I play MLB The Show. Maybe I don't want to play online. Maybe I don't. Never mind. Nah. I'm somebody who wants to play online, though, man. Like, I don't like moments. I do not enjoy doing moments. Moments Extreme is a little bit different. I like doing Moments Extreme because it's a challenge. But just normal moments, pitch an inning, hit a homer, get on base twice, pitch 2 innings, don't give up a run. Like, I don't like that, man. I'm not a fan. I really, and I don't mean to just sit here and complain either. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just kind of like playing BR and, you know, giving my thoughts on stuff, right? It's kind of towards the end of the year. This stuff's on my mind. So I hope y'all don't mind this video. I don't even know if anybody's going to be watching by this point, but I don't know, man. I don't like moments. Right? I'm not the biggest fan of conquest maps. I used to like how they would have the USA conquest map, and I would do that, and then they made it repeatable, and I'm like, okay, if people want to do it more than once, that's cool. And I don't think they should stop doing conquest maps. But I don't know, man. I don't like moments. I'm not the biggest fan of doing conquest maps. I don't want to do mini seasons. Like, I want to play online. That's it. I don't want to do showdowns. Like, you know. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, because I know a lot of people, don't like showdowns, and stuff like that. I don't know how people feel about moments. It seems like, you know, more people prefer mini seasons and conquest over moments and showdowns, but I don't really like any of it, man. Like, for me personally, if I want to play offline on MLB The Show, I would rather do franchise or road to the show. I will say I love that they have mini seasons. Like, I get that people do like conquest mini seasons and stuff. I'm just not the biggest fan of it, but I like that they have it, right? Because people are doing all this stuff, collecting these cards, and there's a place for them to use it offline. Now, with that being said, I think you should be able to do a franchise with your Diamond Dynasty team. I don't know if that's stupid, but, like, imagine taking, like, your ranked seasons team, your God Squad. Imagine taking that into a franchise against actual MLB teams competing for a World Series. Something like that. Like, mini seasons is sort of like that, and you do have teams and standings. You compete for a championship. It's just like that's not exactly what I would want, I guess, if I was playing a single-player thing with my Diamond Dynasty team. But I do like that they have the option. For people who prefer single player, I think it's great. They have some type of season you can use your team with. I think that's great, for sure. But I don't like moments. I don't like showdown. I don't like conquest. I don't like mini seasons. I don't like playing offline. If I wanted to play offline, I'd be playing franchise or road to the show. And I thought that wasn't going to be caught. And if I'm in Diamond Dynasty, I want to be playing ranked seasons, BR, events, right? I want to be playing online against real people. And I don't like how you're forced in a way. If you want to do programs, you have to do moments. You don't oftentimes have to do conquest maps. You don't oftentimes have to do mini seasons. I'm so happy he didn't turn a double play. But, like, sometimes there's cards locked behind mini seasons, occasionally behind a conquest map, because usually it's only the USA one, and I don't mind doing the USA once a year. But I don't know, man. I'm really just yapping and rambling at this point, but just kind of going over my thoughts on stuff. And maybe this wasn't the best time to do it either. Like, maybe this would have been better put into like an organized video, some type of PowerPoint presentation along with it or something. Even going mode by mode, I don't know, maybe this wasn't the best way to do it, but like, this is just stuff that's been on my mind, especially as the year's winding down, as I'm thinking about MLB 25, how I would maybe like things to be a little bit different. And if I want to stay undefeated with this team, I can't give up a run. If I give up literally a solo home run, just a run, literally I lose this game and I'm no longer undefeated. And we are going to extra innings. There we go. I definitely haven't gotten everything off of my head or out of my brain. I think I've covered a large part of what was kind of on my brain today. As Jorge Polanco gives us the lead in extras. I wish I would have done that a little bit earlier, but that's nice. A home run would still tie the game, though, so we want at least one more run. Speaking of, in terms of gameplay, I definitely think gameplay needs some changes. I remember going into this year, too. They said that they felt like gameplay was in a good spot. And I just didn't agree. Like, for franchise road to the show, I think it feels pretty good. And, you know, jammed hits, foul balls, stuff like that. And franchise road to the show, it's definitely part of baseball, right? Like, a perfect hits. Hey, that's 2 perfects that have been in out this game. And I don't think perfect should be... Actually, I do think if they're called perfects, they should be a hit 100% of the time. Because if any game tells me I did something perfectly, why would I not get rewarded? That's where my head is at. And that's the reason I don't think they should be called perfects. Baseball is not a perfect sport, right? You have perfect games, which are extremely rare and hard to do. But, you know, I think it would be much better if instead of perfects, they were called like good squared ups or something like that. Sweet spot. I don't know exactly what to call it, but I think perfect is the wrong term for hitting in baseball. Because if a video game is telling me that I'm doing something perfect, I should be rewarded. Because if I'm not, clearly I didn't hit it perfectly. Like that's where my head is at. So I just think it should be rebranded or labeled something differently. I also, though, think, you know, in terms of gameplay, and this is something I've always said, some people agree with it, some people don't. I think that online gameplay should be different than offline gameplay, right? Like jammed hit, stuff like that. Online gameplay, in my opinion, should reward user skill. That should be the priority. Overall, it does seem to be. But like, I just don't agree with where they went into the year, and then they didn't have any gameplay patches this year, except for maybe one that I didn't even notice a difference in foul balls and swing timings and stuff. I didn't notice any type of difference when they made that patch before and after. But anyways, like, I just don't think gameplay is I don't want to say perfect. I don't know. They set in a good spot. Like, they didn't make changes for the offseason. As we get another win? No, he's safe. I just think foul balls for online gameplay, right? Again, online, offline, I think it should be different, but for online gameplay, too many foul balls, too many bad timing swings, having contact still, or PCI not on the ball, home runs, you know, things like that. I just, by no means do I think it's perfect, and I think it still needs work, and it kind of seems like the developers, who's ever in charge of it, maybe doesn't think that the gameplay works. And I don't think they probably think it's in a perfect spot. I think they just think it's in a good enough spot, is kind of the vibes that I get. And there is an NL East pack. Wait, so where am I at on the NL East? I'm at 51%. Okay, so 51% is our lowest right now, so we're making some pretty good progress. I got a lot of packs to open for my birthday pack opening on Saturday. I think that should be fun. And from this pack, let's go ahead and grab... I think I'm good on pitchers for now. Let's do Otto Lopez, 99 fielding, some good contact and pretty solid power numbers as well. And I've tried to talk about my opinions on the game in the past. We're finally the home team for once. We get to play at Polo Grounds. We're pitching first in this game. But I've tried to talk about my opinions on the past, and I'm sure it did come off as complaining. Sometimes I'm sure I was just complaining. I'm really not trying, like, even if it's coming off that way today, I'm not sitting here trying to just complain, even though I'm talking about all that in the game that I don't like or that I want to be different. Like, I don't want this to just come off as me being negative or complaining. It's literally just me giving my thoughts on stuff. overall, I enjoy MLB The Show, and I think there's definitely ways that I would enjoy it more, things that I would change, clearly. And I think sets and seasons being gone next year is going to bring a lot of my fun back, because when sets and seasons weren't a thing, I really stayed up on top of everything. I played a lot more than I did this year and last year. For whatever reason, sets and seasons just made me feel way more burned out, way more overwhelmed, just made me have a lot less fun on the game. But I really don't want this video to come off as like me just only being negative or only complaining. I want it to come off as me voicing my opinion. And if you agree with me, cool. If you don't, awesome. And I'm always curious to see your opinions on things, ways you agree or disagree down in the comment section, everything like that. But I don't want this video to be like, to put people off if it seems too complainy or too negative or something like that. Because I'm sure in the past when people would say that, like, oh, bro, all you do is complain. Like, I wasn't trying to. You know, I would try to get my own opinion. And that's really what I'm trying to do here today. I'm sure I could have probably structured it, worded it a little bit better than I did in the past. In the heat of the moment, I'm sure. I said some things, stuff like that. But overall, I like MLB The Show. I just think the sets and seasons made me enjoy it a lot less. And I'm really excited for MLB 25 to see if it kind of brings my spark back for this game, my excitement back for this game. And I'm trying to hit inside the Parkers. Unfortunately, we hit an out of the Parker here for my first homer today at Polo Grounds. We'll see if we can get a little bit more into the gap. But I'm excited for the comments on this video. Hopefully, there's at least one person that listened to at least part of this video and said that they agreed with certain things or disagreed on other things or gave their own opinions on stuff. That's what I'm really looking for when I talk about stuff like this. Is just, and that's why I think it'd be better for streaming. But I'm trying to spark conversations. You know, I'm trying to see what other people think, and that's probably why something like this would be better fit for a stream. Maybe I should do that, like planned streams. You know, like a Road to the Show discussion stream, a Diamond Dynasty discussion stream, a franchise discussion stream, things like that. That could be fun, man. We might have to do that leading up to MLB 25. I think that could end up being a lot of fun. I hope this one's a home run. I don't think it is. I guess we'll see. Nah, man, not quite. We just missed it, literally. But I think I've really covered, for the most part, everything. It would be much easier if I would have made a list, but again, this was just really what was on my mind, kind of talking about it as things come, things that have been on my mind, you know, as I've been playing this final season, kind of thinking about how the year went. Overall, though, this is something I wanted to make sure I said, at least before the video was over. I wanted to make sure I said that I feel like as the year has gone on, the content has gotten better. Honestly, to me, it's almost seemed like ever since the new college football game dropped, ever since like kind of midsummer around the All-Star break, ever since then is when I felt like the content got a bit better. Programs had more missions. Team affinities, I think you were able to use more cards from previous seasons, stuff like that. It's just like sets and seasons, you know. The entirety of Season 3, I was just waiting for Season 4. And we know now sets and seasons are going to be gone. I think that's going to be a big help. I think we saw as the year has gone on, it did seem like they were listening to feedback. They did change certain things, the ways program worked, ways we earned cards. They changed stuff with the pack shop compared to the beginning of the year, right? So it does seem to me like they listened as the year went on, and it seems like things got better. It actually does seem like they listened and are listening. As we saw, sets and seasons are gone. Other stuff, Road to the Show, it seems like they're bringing back training points maybe, so it seems like they're listening in that way. Hopefully they're listening in franchise. I'm praying, fingers crossed, please, online franchise back. How, like, even if you're only playing with one other person, like, it's so fun to play games with friends. I would love to just be able to do a franchise with my brother, maybe in the same division, or one of us in the NL, one of us in the AL, right? Like, it's just... it's so much fun to game with friends. I think Road to the Show would be fun if you could be on the same... oh, dude. Yo, I could just sit here all day and talk about MLB The Show, man. I swear. Like, now I'm getting into the ideas for stuff that I want to see. Obviously, I want to see online franchise back. I hate that they ever took it away. I played it a little bit. It was fun to do some leagues and stuff here and there. And I know my brother and I would have a great time playing some online franchise with each other. But also Road to the Show, I think it'd be cool if they had an online mode for Road to the Show, co-op Road to the Show, where you could either choose to get drafted maybe by the same team, You could even choose like same division, rivals, one in the AL, one in the NL. Like, I don't know exactly how that would work. I think same team would be the easiest, just because y'all can maybe know it, like it would maybe force you to be in the same spot in the lineup, or like you would just sim between each other's at bats, something like that. But I think a co-op road to the show is, I don't want to say a missed opportunity, but at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. Road to the show used to be the most played mode in the game. And I think that more people would play Road to the Show, including myself, if the mode was better. If there was a way to spend your salary. I know that NHL has been doing something like that, at least this year. I don't know about other years, but if there was a way to spend your salary, permanent things, but also time limited, game limited, like 5, 10, 1 single game things, you know, if there was a way to spend your salary. I just think there's lots of ways that lots of stuff in the game could be improved. I feel like I lost my train of thought a little bit. I know I was talking about online Road to the Show. I do think that could be a ton of fun. But I don't know, man. I'm just real interested to see what MLB 25 is bringing, because it seems like they are listening to us for certain things, and I'm curious how much the game is going to change. I feel like, I mean, the graphics aren't the end-all, be-all, but I feel like we've been kind of stagnant with the graphics in a while. I feel like the crowd is lacking a little bit. Crowd animations, just overall, right? I like. It's not the end of the world to not have an amazing crowd, but I think the crowd could definitely use improvements in the game, and I think the game overall is in a solid spot, but that doesn't mean it's perfect, and I feel like it could always be improved. And I could probably go on and on about, you know, what I would change, try to improve, what I would want to see differently. You know, I obviously want a shorter ranked seasons. I want them to bring online franchise back. I want ranked co-op. I want to be able to change the price of individual stuff, tickets, upgrade seats, upgrade stadium stuff, upgrade your team amenities. I want to be able to spend your contract on stuff in Road to the Show. I want to be able to upgrade each attributes individually or let them decrease if I wanted to. I want minor league ballparks. Like I want the World Baseball Classic in the game. I want more legends. You know, I could go on and on and on. And this probably isn't the best video for it, but I guess we've just kind of turned today into like a full-on rant, ramble, yapping session. Something like that. It kind of makes me want to, like, on a notepad, a Google Docs, maybe actually in a notebook or something, just like write down like stuff for Road to the Show that I want, franchise that I want, a brand new mode that I want, Diamond Dynasty that I want, you know, everything like that. I think it'd be fun to have specific videos talking about each topic. I know I've done that in the past. I think it'd be fun to talk about specific legends that I want. So there, I could go on and on and on, and I'm appreciative for y'all continuing to tune in. If you're still here, thanks for listening to me yap today, listening to me rant and ramble today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure it was probably hard to follow a lot of my thoughts, but hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. 4-0 with this BR team. Might push for a 10-0 at some point, but feel free to drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for daily uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, a happy Thanksgiving, a great weekend, all of that. And hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's daily upload. And yo, we're making a ton of progress. I just got the Nolan Arenado cycle card. That's cool to see. And we also got an AL Central pack. So let's go ahead and open that. I don't know how many of these bosses that I have. I do have a ton of packs to open. We have 1, 2, 3. So, oh, we're on to our 4th boss from this division. I'm going to go ahead and grab Garrett Crochet. That's nice to see. Slowly but surely getting these Team Affinity divisions done. It really hasn't been too bad so far. And then sitting at 163,000 XP here on the reward path.